You need to fix that tap.
Why have to fix it?
Because look what it's what it's done.
You fix it?
Do I look like a plumber?
Do I look like a plumber?
You've got the toolbox. And you've got 2,000 tea bags.
Oh yeah, the top got you.
It all makes sense in the end why we're driving in this heavy rain down the jam-packed motorway while everyone else needs to go down the motorway in the rain. Wow. So we just drove like half an hour in the hard rain to somewhere we've never been, even though Cooper, Stedman, even Britt live around these areas, to meet a guy I've never met. It reminds me of when we went looking for that box of Theo. It's a video that you've never seen, and I've just realised I forgot to give Theo the box when he was here. But anyway, it's to get something, so yeah, to be continued. I have no idea where I am. If I'm never seen again, it's Theo's fault. I have no idea where I am. That's so quirky, look at that. Aha! The treasure hunt! Yeah, so I did a video and I absolutely dropped a clanger because I've made it, edited it, never released it. Theo's box. Theo was meant to be in the ending when he was here 2 weeks ago, but I put the box in the loft out the way and then totally forgot about it. But this reminds me, Theo may just go in the middle of Washington, which I'm not familiar with at all, to some guy's house who wasn't there and just says, oh yeah, just go in and get this box. There's loads of like retro action figures, but at the moment I cannot find the number. So yeah, I'm just wandering around. I mean, the guy knows I'm here. Might be in the bush. At least I don't have to wash the car. I have to wash Brittany though. She definitely needs washing. Okay, oh, see? At least the car's washed. Hello in the hard rain video. I'll explain in a minute why I wanted Britt to film something. But Britt, bless her, I was like, right, get ready to film. And, you know, I'm driving down this motorway and all of a sudden she turned her phone on and it was like that in my face. It was a full-on license to drive moment. I was blinded, like dizziness as I am now, like trying to drive down the motorway in the heavy rain. And I think Britt like deleted the footage because it'll just be me going like that. But yeah, just to fill out this hard rain video. Hope you're enjoying it so far. Back to the video. Just blinded us. Really got to stop listening to the Speed soundtrack in heavy rain and motorways. Next bit of the video. And now we're home on the big camera. So this video started off with the rain. Finally got home and what's been going on? What's going on? Oh, there's a dinosaur coming out here. Wow, check him out. Now as I totally wing this, you've seen that I've mentioned Theo's box that's still in the loft. So make sure you check out the last Better Than Nothing. I guess this is a Better Than Nothing. Check that out when Theo was here, and then still haven't given him his box. But yeah, it was pretty creepy. The guy was alright actually, you know, it's pretty cool. But originally, when I got... So let's cut back with another story. Not another story, just the other side of the room. So I recently met this guy online a couple of months ago, bought something off him, and Britt's parents picked it up for us until Britt's mum was here on Sunday. Was it Sunday? It was around about that time. Same time the dog got the new squeaking toy. She hadn't brought this poster and fuck my life, I didn't know how big it was. So that was the first one, which I haven't told you what it is yet. And there's now a second one. But before you find out what the posters are, I was at a boot sale yesterday and I've spent some pennies today at work because it's payday. So first up, a bit of extra light. I have the light in my hand. Hello. Speaking of hello, first up, first thing I bought, look at that, a proper style baseball bat. Now a lot of people were like budging around us at the boot sale yesterday, like I wear the cosmic orange coat and people were like, does it move? Move. Until I got a baseball bat and everyone just sort of was like, whoa. So the baseball bat in the background, which is Abraham's Peacemaker. You check out Abraham and the baseball bat video. This is huge, proper big slugging fest one. Bought it for possibly an idea down the line. You know, it's all nice and smooth, painted, maybe glossed. Still got loads of varnish left. Anyway, it was quite slim pickings at the boot sale, to be honest with you. It just seemed to be. There was a couple of guys in front of us and they were talking about flipping again with this whole flipping, like literally go, whew, and you know they're just jumping in people's fucking boxes like fucking Scrooge McDuck and fucking DuckTales. So the baseball bat was one thing. There's a poster down here which is a Kurt Cobain poster, but it's actually a sort of like silhouette transparent sticker for a wall, which was £1. I'm not going to bother getting it out because it's got its double-sided sticker on. It's never been used. The website's actually on the tube. Go for like £25. So it's something I'm probably going to incorporate into work. So I picked up a few DVDs now as I try to woo-saw the light. I believe there was 10 for £1. 10. I got one extra, so 11 DVDs. Very quickly, we got The Assassination by Jesse James by the coward that is Robert Ford. Looks pretty haggard and bagged. Special edition, 2-disc limited edition. I've actually never seen it. I am a fan of Brad Pitt, but then sometimes when Brad Pitt, I don't think you really recover when Brad Pitt takes you on an epic movie like Meet Joe Black, and you're like, you never get there. But this guy I was speaking to, I lived in Holland, and like literally I started like looking through his stuff, and then I realised it's like literally the rest of these are pretty much foreign, or I don't necessarily own. Now first up, they are a bit crusty, so we've got Road Trip, which I do have on VHS. Lent the DVD out when it first came out. It is haggard and bagged. That was one of the later ones. This is one of the first ones that took my fancy. Shade, which is a Sylvester Stallone movie, which I'd never heard of. And if you go back to the IMDb rants when I was doing Sylvester Stallone, I've never heard of it. It looks about cards, and Sylvester Stallone is on the cards to be a good, the bad, and the what the fuck. Next up, we got Ricochet, one of the last ones I purchased at the 210. Just seen Ice-T, thought I'll go for that. Next up, already have it, but you know, I'm a fan of the man, the myth, the legend. That is Christian Slater in The Deal. It did get a UK release. It's about conspiracy, and it's about something to do with like the a contract gone wrong and they're trying to cover it up. Next up, we got Copycat. Sick of buying that film, have it on VHS still, but you know, I'm quite a good fan of serial killers. Another one, again, Get Carter, Sylvester Stallone. As you notice, these don't have or very little age ratings. This is a 16, which obviously the horror one. Snapbox. So Snapbox did the rounds, and a lot of films that are Snapbox never really saw a resurgence. Copycat and Get Carter are two films you just wouldn't walk in and normally see sitting on the shelf. Next up, Bandits. Bruce Willis at the moment is a good, the bad, and the what the fuck. I think I'm up to 5 or 6 films at the moment. The last one I watched was Extraction. That was a new one. Next up, this has never been in the good, the bad, the what the fucks, and I believe I do have it already. It's War, John Cusack, $2.99 from Brooklyn. Is this light flashing or is this stuff going on? But yeah, that's definitely on the cards. And again, Avenging Iangelo, a weird VHS. So there's a couple of Kickstarters for Sylvester Stallone for me personally. And last but not least, the first one is still sealed. It's American. It is The Fifth Element, and I've got a little bit of a collection of Fifth Element next door, so that will literally be going into the collection there, like that. Ultimate Edition, never been opened, which is pretty cool. The last thing I bought, which is the last thing I want to pick up here, was the last thing. Now, I've clocked this guy a couple of times at the boot sale, and then this was sitting there. I was like, what? Like, in his little box. Like, oh, how much you want for that? £1. I was like, really? Mine. Like, literally. That is really, really cool. It's probably not going to work. It's got a lot of yellow in its centre there. Oh, I've even got a YouTube still there of it. Oh, got a YouTube still. Get the clickbait. But yeah, people click on my videos, you never know what you're going to fucking watch. Right, but last but not least, again, we're talking about the good, the bad, and the what the fucks. Bruce Willis, Bruno sings again. I've got a couple of the singles of this, but never had the album, so this is Return of Bruno, actually. So it's obviously, can't wait to listen to this. I love Hudson Hawk. So it's going to be a gem to listen to. Might not work, but again, it's for the good, the bad, and the what the fuck. And on that rant, the new Twilight Zone, I put that out today as part of the sci-fi collection, and Bruce Willis is in one of them episodes. Right, next part of the video. We definitely need a better light bulb in here. Hello, in the darkness. A couple of things today. Din din din. Edward Scissorhands, Edward Chopperhands for Brit. It's Edward in his little suit. About to chop some hedges down. It's really cool. Did have that in pre-order and I had to cancel it. And to be honest with you, we ordered that a long time ago. But it never came. Got a refund obviously. Right, a couple of things from work. Britt got some books. So we got Stardust and another Christian Slater connection. Interview with the Vampire book. So yeah, obviously not for me. 3 things in here. First up, I started watching it and got really hooked but haven't seen it. Under the Silver Lake. It's in the sale at the moment. Obviously we're discounting that. It's from the director of It Follows. Very creepy. From what I've seen, I enjoyed it, so definitely worth adding to the collection. Another thing I found off by a random chance was Ghost's new single, which has the John Carpenter Halloween Kills track on it, which if I need to put the light down a second, they're actually really cool, as they are clear vinyl. Clear, see right through it. So that's really cool for the collection. That might be something that ends up framed, as I like little frame and stuff. And last but not least, it's not a coloured vinyl. He's right there. It's a funny story behind Reckless and Me. I bought the new album the other day, and it's the white vinyl. I don't do the unboxings now, so against this is all over the fucking place. This is just a treat because basically me and Britt went to see Kiefer Sutherland live, and he was great, and we'd been listening to his music, but obviously at the time Britt's got Apple Music, but in the car listen to it, and I said to Britt, have we got this because it's in the sale? And Britt went, I'm sure we have, because DLC code, because one of the vinyls where you get the DLC code, downloaded it, burnt the CD for my car. And I went, I don't think we do. We own the CD because, can you say Christian Sailor, Kiefer Sutherland actually gave us the CD. So that's how we ended up with the CD, but we don't have the vinyl. So it made sense for us to buy the vinyl because he gave us a CD. So yeah, next part of the video. Okay, so after all this travelling and all this ranting and all this unboxing, what did I buy? The thing is, what did I buy? I did buy a few months ago this. The stink. There is the stink. Eh? What did we buy? The watering ball's down there, just on cue. If it's not squeak, 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 it's lick, lick, lick. So, now, it originally started with what's on my left, and then on my right, your left, my right. Oh, now when I seen this, I was gutted because this guy had another poster signed by Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson for White Men Can't Jump. Even though that isn't my favourite collaboration on the two, Money Train is awesome, the guy also had this. So, it's glass, it's framed, can't hardly wait. And that is not Matthew Connor. That is the kid from Hook though, and that's the murderer from Vacancy, and Empire Records. And that is the legend, that is Seth Green, and that is Jennifer Love Hewitt, and that is signed by Seth Green and Jennifer Love Hewitt, and I believe the seal of authenticity is downstairs. A lot of people haven't heard of this movie. I actually love it. I've got it on VHS and DVD. It's sort of like came along just after American Pie. Really coming of age movie, all about a party losing virginity, as Kenny wants to lose his virginity. She's not having much of it. He loves her, he's going out with her, he's wrote this yearbook, he's got revenge from him, an elaborate plan, some really, really funny bits. Jerry O'Connor pops up on this as well, as a really good passing of the torch as well. But as I say, I've seen this, and I think this is 25. So it's American size frame poster. I mean, whoever's loved this, it's had it mounted, and it's quite a looking good frame. Could glow in the UV light. Columbia Pictures, but it is American because in the UK it's stripped back of colour. So he had that, and that was it. Now I'm thinking house cleaners. I am. Now you might have guessed by now, it'll probably been obvious what I went to pick up tonight, because this guy had a few more things, and I missed out on a few others. But again, I thought it was just a one-off. But you never know. It's how I met Nigel, the retro poster guy. You just never know. In Facebook Marketplace, I've heard some horror stories, but like from my personal experience, I've had some great experience. Like when my mini DV camera broke, touch a lot of wood. There's a guy on Facebook, and it was a like-for-like camera. That's the one I wanted. I know it works. That's one handy. I just need power from some tapes. He was like, oh yeah, put this money in this bank account. I was like, that account doesn't match your names. Oh, it's my son's. That name looks foreign. It does, but it came super fast. Can't fault him. So, have you guessed what it is yet? These were job lotted. This one has got, here you go, this one has, it's got, wow. This is like, you can see this has been from a private collection on the back, because they're twins. So this was 60 and this is 67. So what was 66? The twins. I mean twins by the frames of twins, because this is hard rain. Now if you're new to the channel, if you're not, you'll know in the room I have the Americans front cover, which is that there, which is a lovely red and coming of age, fuck off, can't hardly wait. I've seen this at a coming of age movie. It's loved, it's hated, I love it. It hasn't aged totally well. It was going to be called The Flood. It's from the creators of Speed, Justified now. Christian Slater and Morgan Freeman. Now, I've met Christian Slater before and he was awesome, and he signed cuffs, which I should really have in my hands, so with the jump cut, there's cuffs there. When I met Christian, he was like, is that a VHS? I was like, yep. I can see from that, I mean, I watched him sign that in my hand, that is Christian's signature, and Morgan Freeman's anyway. You look, there's characteristics, but it's an American poster. It's been well looked after. Hard rain on video cassette. If you're gonna fake something, you wouldn't fake something that was so limited. I don't like the artwork, how it changed from just Morgan Freeman, Christian Slater, to having Randy Quaid and Mini Driver on there, because I always call him Mini Driver, even though it's Mini Driver, whatever way you want to say it. But yeah, coming off the back end of Broken Arrow, I think the film should have been bigger than it was. As I say, it's a Graham Yosh movie, like Mark Gordon, Graham Yosh, isn't it? Broken Arrow and Speed. Quite good there. Do love it. There'll be an outtake of its original, and I have fucking seriously no idea where he's gonna go. But with them being framed, I recently did a video before this for all the posters under the bed, and obviously that was the collage. So nothing really got moved around when it should have. So maybe's next part of the video. Hello, there's the hard rain that always stir up. Obviously we lost Betty White this year. I still love the mix of colours, and you can just make out Morgan Freeman's face. But Morgan Freeman, Christian Slater, that's all you need. But yeah, no idea where these gonna go. Because they're one sheets, they're American one sheets, and they're hard enough to get a frames as it is. So, got a problem. Original, Big Box UK, Christian Slater, Morgan Freeman, reunited from Robin Hood. Quite good friends actually, because they actually do an audio comedy track on Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves together, without Kevin Costner. But yeah, pretty much that. Quite hard to get a hold of on Blu-ray now. Did a podcast for it, but still have no idea where they're going to go. Next bit of the video. There they are, bedroom to hallway. Whoa, need to drop the camera. Well done, Stephen, but there, they have a home. Probably not be seen on camera much. I mean, I do a few rants now, so yeah, that's totally better. Blue on blue, yeah, that totally works. Yeah, happy with that. Bone. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Laminate floor, skid, front door, wham! But yeah, that's cool. This is the very end of the video. There we go. Grindhouse is just down there, hasn't found a home yet. Might glow like a motherfucker in a UV light, but that's a different story. Thanks for watching. See you in the outtakes.
Now who's smiling? Now who's smiling? Now who's smiling? Now who's smiling?
Here's an outtake for you. It just fits. Silly minis. Okay, this is the very end of the video. One thing I did forget to mention is there's my new polar bear I bought at the boot sale, and I've just reorganised my therapy albums. So Never Apologise, Never Explains, one of my favourite therapy albums, and I love the song Polar Bear. It's absolutely class, and there's all therapy albums after it. But yeah, so you see a polar bear on the floor, looking angry. He's a polar bear in a zoo. Random as fuck. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.